This video will demonstrate the proper procedure for setting up and using the Kato KFS 30 cordless driver with the Kato HEX installation tool. Let's begin by reviewing each component. This is the lithium-ion battery and battery charger. On the top of the charger, you will find the battery light indicator. On the back, you will find a connection for the power cord. Above is the battery charger cavity. To begin, plug the power cord. Insert the battery into the cavity. The charger will beep and the red LED will turn on. When the battery has reached 80% charge, the yellow LED will illuminate. Once fully charged, the green LED will illuminate and the charger will beep. Please note, it takes between 45 minutes to an hour to fully charge the battery. Kato strongly recommends allowing the battery to fully charge to 100% before operating the driver. The next component is the KFS 30 cordless driver. Here you have the trigger. On the back, there is a switch for forward, neutral, and reverse. Even though this is an automatically reversing tool, it is important to note the location of the switch to change the speed setting. Set the switch to neutral and insert the battery into the back of the driver. Make sure the battery is inserted in the proper orientation. Snap into place. Above the switch is the light indicator. This will identify the speed setting, thermal, and battery safety mode. To switch the speed setting from low to high, or vice versa, press and hold the trigger for 5 seconds while the driver is in the neutral position. The blue LED will blink 5 times and then turn off. If the green LED illuminates, the driver speed is set to low. If the blue LED illuminates, the driver speed is set to high. For the maximum number of cycles per charge, Kato recommends using the low speed setting. To increase productivity for larger thread sizes, use the high speed setting. Keep in mind, this will reduce your battery life. The next component is the installation mandrel assembly. This is the part you will swap out for different insert types and thread sizes. The KFS 30 cordless driver can install both tangless and tanged inserts. Here's the adjusting sleeve that will control the installation depth. Use the lock nut to tighten the adjusting sleeve. The tang tool also has an adjusting sleeve and lock nut. Although they look different, they function the same way. Inside the tangless mandrel is a spring-loaded pivoting pawl. This is the part that will grab the insert and drive it into the STI tapped hole. Alternatively, the tanged mandrel has a drive contour that makes contact with the tang radius and drives the insert into the STI tapped hole. On the back of the mandrel, there is a standard 1/4-inch hex sleeve. Now we will demonstrate how to set the correct installation depth using the installation mandrel. Thread the insert all the way onto the mandrel until it stops. Next, turn the adjusting sleeve until there is about 1 thread behind the last coil to account for the countersink. Lastly, tighten the lock nut using the wrenches that are included with the tool. The KFS 30 driver comes with a hex shaft magnet that will need to be placed into the shaft. Insert the magnet so the threads are visible inside the shaft. Lightly tap to place to the correct depth. At the tip of the tool, you will find the quick disconnect sleeve. To insert the mandrel, push back on the sleeve. Slide the hex-shaped mandrel into the shaft and release the sleeve. This will lock the mandrel in place. To demonstrate the capability of the KFS 30 cordless driver, we set up the driver with the Kato articulating torque arm and set it to install tangless inserts. Although it is not required, we strongly recommend the use of the Kato linear or articulating torque arm during installation. It is the best way to ensure the tool is perpendicular to the work surface, eliminate costly errors, avoid damage to the installation mandrel assembly, reduce operator fatigue, and minimize repetitive use injuries while boosting productivity. Hold the tool perpendicular to the hole. Avoid holding it at an angle. This can cause the installation to fail and may damage the installation tool. Always use the minimum amount of torque that will install the insert. Begin with the low torque setting. This will cause the driver to automatically reverse before the insert fully installs. Set the switch to the forward position and press the trigger to activate the cordless driver. Note, the insert started to enter the hole, but the driver reversed automatically because the torque was not high enough. Turn the torque adjustment knob half a turn and try again. Repeat this process until the insert fully installs. Check the installation depth and adjust as necessary. For holes with a countersink, you want to be 3/4 to 1.5 threads below the surface. It is very important to remember this driver has an auto-reversing feature. Once you press the trigger, do not release it. After the insert is installed, the mandrel will bottom out and cause the cordless driver to reverse. Continue to hold the trigger until the mandrel exits the installed insert completely. Releasing the trigger will reset the driver, and pressing the trigger again will cause the tool to turn clockwise. If you accidentally release the trigger early, simply press it again and the tool will re-enter the installed insert, bottom out, and reverse. Alternatively, you can flip the forward reverse switch on the driver to the reverse position. But be sure to put the switch back to the forward position before attempting to install the next insert. Now that the torque and installation depth are set correctly, we will install some more inserts. Please note, due to variations of the tapped holes, it may be necessary to increase the torque once more during production use. As you can see, setting up and using the KFS 30 cordless driver with the HEX installation tool is fast and easy. In addition, the KFS 30 driver is portable, quiet, and ideal for cleanroom applications. It's one of the best power tool options for medium to high volume users, and it's only available from Kato. Thank you for watching this instructional video, and for more information, please visit our website.